What's up y'all, Squid here back with another video. Today I'm going to be sharing some of my first impressions of Battlefield 6. Right off the bat, let me tell you that it's the real deal and a game that's worth buying. Yesterday I went out and picked up my physical copy of Battlefield 6 at Best Buy, and I think it's worth mentioning that when I bought this game through them, I got a $10 gift card, and that's never happened to me when buying a game, ever. I got home and installed the game, which was about 20 gigs from the disc and 50 gigs via the internet. 70 gigs is not too much for a modern game, and I appreciate that. I also chose to get the game on a console rather than PC since, for one, I'm on a 2060. 2, I prefer playing some games on console to simplify setting optimization. 3, I like Xbox achievements. And 4, you can play on mouse and keyboard. To start off, I played one of each of the multiplayer game modes. Since it's Battlefield, the multiplayer is the meat of the game. The mode I first played was Rush, as historically, it's my favorite mode in the series. Rush is 12v12 and it's a very fast-paced mode on small maps. It wasn't quite the Rush from the Golden Age, but it's close enough. I also really love how they use the classic MCOM sounds. I'll for sure be playing a lot of this moving forward. Breakthrough was also a ton of fun, although I still prefer destroying MCOMs than capturing and keeping objective points. It makes me a bit sad how over the years Battlefield has shifted its focus away from Rush, as this is the best game mode the franchise has to offer in my opinion. Regardless, the chaos on the battlefield is as great as always, and at this point the visual fidelity and the audio design was really starting to hit me. I also tried Conquest and Escalation. Personally, since I started playing Battlefield, I've never liked Conquest. To me, the action is too spread out, and there is too much time spent traversing. Escalation was a bit more enjoyable though, since as the game progresses, the action becomes a bit more concentrated. I also tried Domination, King of the Hill, and TDM with my friends later on in the day, and it was a really nice change of pace. I think the smaller modes are definitely worth checking out. Looking at the multiplayer as a whole, it's so much fun. To unlock things, you really do have to play the game and level things up, which I love. Besides the core gameplay, the progression is enough to keep me coming back. The shooting feels so good in this game, and it maintains that Battlefield feel. I can't really put it in words, but when you're running around, getting kills, doing the objective, it really does feel how Battlefield should. I'm sure you've heard of this already, but the sniping feels so freaking good. The sniper rifles themselves feel so powerful, with the sound of your shot cracking and echoing throughout the map. I was telling my squad mates last night that I think I'll be a recon main for the rest of this game. The sniping feels a lot like Bad Company 2, and I just love it so much. Thank you, DICE. Guns aren't the only fun things. Gadgets are a blast to use too. Being a fan of the Death Stranding series, I absolutely love ladder mechanics being put in games. I don't know what it is, but putting a ladder down in a game and having yourself and teammates use it is so satisfying. It also enables creative play. My friends and I were having a ball with this gadget yesterday. I mentioned I love the Recon class. Well, I unlocked the Recon drone and this thing is too good. I was having a ton of fun just spotting the entire team on Breakthrough, getting literally over 100 assists on top of everything else. I hope they don't nerf this. This gadget really brings me back to Battlefield 3. I only used a handful of the gadgets and primarily played Assault and Recon, so there's still a lot more for me to experience with the game. I also had one match where I played on a tank, and I made that thing last, and I'll say the tanks feel so powerful and they're so much fun to use. After playing some of the multiplayer, I decided to check out a little bit of the campaign. I heard people weren't liking it, but from the first few missions, I was personally enjoying it. I just had no clue what was going on the entire time, and the storytelling felt really weak. My main critique for Battlefield 6 is the maps. The original maps don't feel that great. This is how Battlefield lost me with Battlefield 4. Don't get me wrong, I still like the game and will be playing it, but man, I wish we got map lineups like we got in Battlefield 3. Metro, Firestorm, Damavin Peak, Karg Island, Caspian Border. These were all great maps that played fantastic on any game mode. Conquest, Rush, it didn't matter. Battlefield 6 seems to have this issue where the maps are noticeably better for some game modes rather than others. However, we're getting more maps over time, and there's also the Battlefield 6 portal that has a map editor. So I think ultimately we'll be okay. Thank you guys for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, then hit that like button and subscribe, as I'll be making more Battlefield 6 content. As always, share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd love to know how you guys are feeling about Battlefield 6. Peace.